Go ahead.
Yeah, Jace just talked about attention to detail things that led to what happened tonight. I guess, what did you see in terms of rebounding and loose balls? And
Yeah, I saw where they were the Central Michigan. First, let me give them credit for coming out here and playing a game harder than us, being more physical than our team, being more prepared than our team. And it starts with me first as a coach. Last two practices, I thought we had two good practices where we practiced on how to be prepared to compete. Knowing that, Central Michigan does very well attacking the basket, generate a lot of their offense at the free throw line, as well as in transition. But they didn't beat us too much in transition. They beat us on the offensive glass, 17 offensive rebounds. That cannot happen. That's all built on effort and toughness, and we did not show up in that category. Second chance points, 23. It's tough to win against any team when you allow a team to have 23 second chance points and also have 17 offensive rebounds. And then you look at just the overall total numbers on the rebounds. Being beat by 12 rebounds, all those built on effort and grit. And Central Michigan was the team that was the most grittiest, toughest, nastiest.
Anything else?
When Jay spoke, he kind of mentioned that a lot of the defensive mistakes, not rebounding, is kind of shooting you guys in the foot. I guess what's your assessment of that?
Yeah, I knew at one point it was going to catch up to us, but not saying the other 4 games that we played well and we did good on the rebounds, because if you go back to the other 4 losses, it was built on rebounding. And rebounding, it takes being more dialed into boxing out, which is the basics. Don't allow the basics to be boring, because boring is good, it works. Then go pursue the basketball. And I didn't see it. I didn't see it for any of our guys. And I give Will a lot of credit. Will Shedder came in and he brought his lunch pail. He came in and gave us what we've asked in the last 2 days of practice. Being there, helping defensively. When a guy drove, he was there to help jump ball. He was active with his voice. He came out and playing so hard in the second half that he actually come out. We haven't had a guy like that playing so hard, giving the energy and effort, and then raise the hand to come out. We haven't had that in a long time. And that goes to show you that you're playing hard enough that you need a breather. Will was giving that to us.
I guess that begs the question, how do you get the rest of 15 or so guys to play with that energy too?
Yeah, that's a great question. And I've tried every guy on the court almost. You're talking about 11 guys, and out of the 11, one of them showed up. And not take that away. Like Isaiah Barnes, I thought his minutes were good too. And unfortunately for him, I've tried to get him in a ball game and be in a situation where you can have another point guard in the game. And when you have Kobe in foul trouble, and then you had Dougie, needed a blow. We had less bodies, and if Isaiah was a point guard, I would have played him pretty much the entire game because his minutes were good for us too.
So Jace mentioned flashes of a really good team that I think we've all seen, but it hasn't been sustained. So how do you find that consistency going forward?
Consistency is hard, but it's no excuse. We got to develop it if we want to be one of the better teams now that we get ready to start our conference play in the Big Ten. Because as we all know, the Big Ten is a very competitive, tough league where teams they come out and compete, especially when you go on the road. But that doesn't mean that that you get for sure victories at home either. If you don't play with a little toughness and grittiness and nastiness, then you're going to have losses like we had tonight. Now, accountability has to be a factor, and yes, there will be accountability. I'm gonna go with guys that I know that's going to play hard for us and play hard for the team. That's another thing, play hard for the team. Not saying we had selfishness, but I saw some faces out there that had a lot of doubt, or a lot of faces that was fatigued too as well.
Anything else?
John, I know this is probably a tough pill to swallow, but what do you hope the team takes from this game? I mean, like you said, Big Ten playing the round.
Yeah, like I've always said, you learn from wins and losses, but hey, every loss that we've had, there's something you can take away from it. The losses besides Arizona State, they were all close games, and you're right there, but you got to get over that hump, and you can't keep saying that, hey, you're right. One possession here, one possession there. Tonight was built on just effort and energy. There have been some games we lost versus Virginia, Kentucky, and North Carolina where there were mental mistakes that hurt us. But tonight, we just got outplayed. They played harder than us. Similar to Arizona State game.
Anything else?
Juwan, with a team like Maryland just around the corner, what do you think are the most pressing things that you guys have to emphasize to the players?
Well, Maryland is another gritty. They play hard on both ends of the floor. They're also athletic, similar to what we saw tonight. This is a perfect game to learn from. And if this one doesn't wake you up and you're not prepared to come out and compete versus Maryland, we'll have the same type of results. And that's not something that we're going to be working towards. Our goal is to be more prepared than we were tonight.
Okay, Coach, that's going to do it.